Hey, thank you GLAAD and the LGBT Center for having us here today. I'm Wienkers-Alvendia, Vice Chair of the WGA LGBTQ Plus Committee for the last 2 years. Let me tell you a bit about our group. Our group provides networking and social opportunities to enable our queer members to connect and organize under the common goal of creating greater demand for our writing services, increasing queer representation on screen, informed by our lived experiences. A resource to all writers who include LGBTQ characters in their work, our group strives to create greater awareness within the Guild of sexual orientation and gender identity as a minority. We nurture the understanding of how sexual orientation and gender identity affects our queer writers' lives, and we identify and advocate against homophobia, transphobia, and discrimination of any kind within our industry. We stand behind GLAAD's report today, especially given the dangers that the studio's refusal to negotiate a fair deal inflicts on queer writers. The studios must do better. With me here today is Spiro Skentzos, who has been leading us as co-chair for the last 6 years. In that time, Spiro has expanded our committee from the Gay and Lesbian Writers Committee to the LGBTQ Plus Writers Committee, accurately reflecting the diversity, intersectionality, and inclusion inherent in the queer experience. Spiro also elevated our committee from a mostly social bi-monthly gathering to an actionable, always-on coalition of writers determined to work together to increase our labor power of our queer and other underrepresented writers.
Thank you, JJ. That's very sweet. Our role in leadership is to respond to the needs of our members, which isn't always writing specific. For instance, when trans members of our group brought to our attention that the WGA healthcare didn't cover trans health in accordance with WPATH recommended coverage, former co-chair Katie Mathewson, along with some trans members, brought this to the attention of the healthcare board. The board, which is jointly ruled equally by the WGA and the studios, unanimously approved adding this coverage to our health plan in a move that proves that studios and guilds are co-partners and can work together for the betterment of the creative community. JJ and I, along with co-chair Rob Foreman, continue to push for more opportunities and equality for our committee members, including our mentorship program, which JJ created and took the lead on. This program has paired lower-level queer writers with upper-level allied writers with the goal of increasing our visibility, not just among the Guild, but industry-wide, so that writers can be paid for their writing work instead of being hired only as consultants on shows and therefore not eligible for WGA pension and health. The work we've done and continue to do ties into GLAAD's work, focusing visibility on community in this time of persistent and violent erasure. Now more than ever, our jobs as writers are integral in defending our community and standing up to the rising fascism in this country that seeks to wipe out LGBTQ+ experience, books, history, and our children from existence. Thank you for having us today.
Thank you so much for joining us today, and thank you for everyone who spoke and everyone for being here. We stand strong, and yeah, thank you for being here.